Those temperatures, it's no wonder that Austin is waking up to ice after a deep overnight freeze. So far, we haven't heard of any dangerous icy conditions in our area, but there was visible ice on car windows and exteriors. Drivers in Austin took advantage of a full service option in these cold temperatures. The crew at Terrytown, Texaco in northwest Austin checked out 2 weeks worth of cars in 2 days. Antifreeze, oil, and tire pressure checks are always the most popular. The owner says, though, he also knows people appreciate getting to stay inside their warm car while these checks are being done.
We have people that can do those things for them and are willing to come outside to do it.
For what it's worth, the tips are also usually better in bad weather for the crew at the station. Well, with last night's frigid temperatures, Austin's cold weather plan was in action. That means shelters open the doors to make sure the homeless population is inside and warm. Hundreds of blankets were handed out to all of those who needed one. The Arch Homeless Shelter in downtown Austin houses men, and it's at capacity. Women were able to go to St. David's Episcopal Church for shelter.
We will definitely be full to capacity in the Arch tonight. We have the capacity to have up to 215 men sleep here, and we were full last night and the night before. We expect to be full again this evening. And the shelters are open overnight as long as we experience these freezing temperatures. Well, people flying out of Austin's airport faced delays on Friday. The problem wasn't the snow here. It was the snow and ice in other parts of Texas and the country. Both Southwest and Continental Airlines had significant backups due to icy weather at Houston's 2 airports. And for the cabbies who are outside at ABIA, they are defrosting this morning after a very cold night. That's because 2 to 3 hour wait times to pick up passengers are forcing cabbies to stand outside of the cold or idle in their cars. Some say neither option is good for their health. They say indoor bathrooms are not clean and the only outdoor heater just isn't cutting it. The city is moving ahead with plans to build a facility, but cabbies could have a long winter ahead.
If we're going to be contributing so much to the city of Austin, we'd like to at least be acknowledged.
The city's Airport Advisory Commission will meet next week to come up with more plans for an indoor facility. Well, many parts of Texas saw snowfall Friday. Some saw more than others. Here's one photo from Needville. That's near the Houston area. They saw up to 3 inches of snowfall there. This picture was taken by our producer's mom, Lisa Moody. And over in Mason County, residents saw heavy snowfall as well. Livestock had to deal with the freezing temperatures and blankets of snow. That's thanks to Eric Schussler for sending this picture into us. And out in Lakeway, people saw not as much snowfall sticking to the ground, but they certainly got a few blasts of heavy flakes. Denise Cowart sent this photo in. And many here in Austin took advantage of the light snowfall, though it didn't last very long. People sure did have fun seeing the seasonal weather. KXAN's Natalie Stoll takes a look at how people responded to the flurries.
Pipe breaks.
And some other freezing weather tips. Cover your plants or bring them inside. Wrap any exposed pipes and know how to shut off the water to your home just in case. We have new developments this morning in the unsolved case of a woman found dead in a car. In September, family members discovered the body of Jessica Kaler in a car parked outside of a Cedar Park shopping center. Investigators released few details but said they suspected foul play. Well, police now say they have arrested Crispin Harmel on a warrant for tampering with physical evidence. Harmel is being held in the Williamson County Jail this morning. An Austin police officer fired for lying to investigators. That's according to a disciplinary memo. Police Chief Art Acevedo fired senior police officer Angelique Figueroa when she lied to internal affairs officers. They were investigating allegations that she hindered efforts to have her motorcycle repossessed. According to a disciplinary memo, Figueroa told a repo man to back off or he would be sorry. Well, after he contacted her police supervisor, Chief Acevedo fired the 13-year veteran for being dishonest with investigators during several interviews.
Honesty is the hallmark of policing. I mean, it is probably the most important trait that we carry with us, and it's the linchpin of everything that we do.
Officer Figueroa owed close to $3,000 on the motorcycle and made only one payment after she purchased it in July of 2008. Investigators say over the course of several months, she hid the vehicle in a secured garage in order to avoid repossession.